When it comes to ADFS, it uses basically three certificates. I mean, we could have jumped to this, but I won't be able to show the troubleshooting flow if I jump to this. It would sound simple when I show you in the UI that this is what could be the problem, or this is what is the problem. So ADFS uses three types of certificate. One is the service communication, which is the typical SSL certificate specified in IAS on default website. The cert bound to default website. Second is encrypting. The encrypting certificate is provided by the relying party, in our case CRM, to the STS service. This happens when you create the relying party trust in ADFS management console. The third certificate is signing certificate. The signing certificate are used by the federation provider STS to ensure the token was provided by it, like kind of signing it, and when SAML token is issued, it is signed using that certificate. So relying party, in our case CRM, would be able to identify or would be able to trust that certificate. Okay, now we know a little bit about the certificates used by ADFS. Let's go look at them. Here is where you specify the claim provider trust, the relying party trust, and here are certificates. Now looking at the certificates, it's purely visible that it's expired on 3rd June and we are here on October 2012. So it expired roughly 4 months, or a little over 4 months now. Okay, now here you see that the service communication certificate is the simple one which comes from the IIS, specified in IIS for default website. Token decrypting certificate and token signing certificate. So we know these are certificates which are expired, should be in valid state, otherwise ADFS won't be able to use those certificates. How do we get them to a valid state? Let's figure that out. Okay, what do I start with now? I know certificate has expired and I need to get a new one or renew that one. I would start looking by the event ID reported in ADFS admin event viewer container. That's 381 for us. Okay. This one also has a list of event IDs and what to do with that. In our case, I just jumped to 381 and yeah, it pretty much tells me that ensure that certificate is valid and has not been revoked or expired. Mine is expired. I know, but how do I fix it? Okay. Let me see if there is something else here which can be helpful. Things to check before troubleshooting ADFS. Okay. Validate certificates. Okay, I know it is expired. So let me see. doesn't tell me how to renew it. Okay, I'm being a little creative with the search here. Update ADFS certificate. Okay. Alright. Seems like I can do it using PowerShell. Okay. Let me start that. And to use PowerShell to configure ADFS, I just need to add the PSS snap-in, the PowerShell snap-in for ADFS in here. Launching PowerShell as administrator and adding the PSS snap-in for ADFS. Added. Now here you'll need to do a little bit of homework before you actually get to the command you need to use, or a PowerShell command you need to use. In this case, I have finished that homework beforehand. So I would say you can use this ADFS update -ADFS certificate type, value for the type, urgent, true, false, common parameters. Here is a good description of parameters. How you reach this page is simple. Bing for update ADFS certificate. And this URL here, 892.330. Yep, 892.330. And there is one more good article about it, which is this one. It's a blog on TechNet, which describes how you deal with the certificates, or what are the certificates, how it deals with that, how it uses it. Good information, I would say. Alright, so back to PowerShell, and I have my little command ready to update the token signing certificate first. You see here, I have specified token signing, update ADFS certificate, token signing, urgent, true. Urgent is just telling you, do it right away. Let me show you let me show you something else before we jump to that. You can use this get ADFS properties command. Okay, I have the output here. And one of the things which is significant in terms of certificates for ADFS configuration is auto certificate rollover, which just rolls over the certificate used by ADFS when the certificates are controlled by ADFS. Here it's set to true, but for some reason it's not renewed or not updated. So what I will do is we'll run a command which I just brought up on the screen to update the certificate. So here is my command which says update token signing certificate, urgent, true. That one is complete. Now the other certificate, which is token decrypting certificate, I just specified certificate type as token decrypting. The rest is the same. Okay, so that command has also completed execution, and let me see my certificates in ADFS management console. Jump to somewhere else. Yes, You see the expiration date has bumped to the next year from today because I renewed them today. Okay, so certificate is renewed. Now hopefully everything should be good. So closing down a bunch of other stuff which is not required now. I'll just check the ADFS Federation metadata URL once again to see how it behaves. It was the okay. Alright. Let me do a restart of services. I restarted IIS on this ADFS server, ADFS cum CRM server, and restarted the Windows service for ADFS. Okay, and let's see the results. Okay, let me start with the IDP sign in. Okay, when it says you are signed in, it is working as expected. Let's check the Federation metadata URL. This also looks good. Main thing is that it is reporting the information as it should. It's telling me that what claims it can give as an STS in a SAML token. That's all, and the endpoints it's published. That's all is given here. This is good.